I'm gonna paint. Ow. And you can watch if you want to. I have a thing that I want to do with a black and white base, doing the acrylic pouring with different colors of purples and fuchsias and oranges. So, and maybe just throw a little gold in there because I like metallic. So, yeah, so let's just get this party started. I like brushes, you know, because I like to paint with a brush, but just generally not with my hair, so that happens way too easily. Just get that out of the way. All right, knock the glove over the hand. Let me see. And in here now. Okay. Okay, this is not working. Let me try that again. Okay. This is how to put a hair tie when you're painting. Like when you're gonna paint, this is what you do. You put in a hair tie. I mean, for me anyway. You might look like you got a little fountain on your head. Don't do it. Okay. I'm trying out gloves. Usually I just get covered in paint because, but yeah, I'm trying to be sophisticated. All right, here we go. Let's start with the white. Let's bring it on down. All right. This looks like a good side to make white. Why not? What the hell? Woohoo! Gonna make it white over here. I'm gonna put down the bottom. Yeah. Some black over there. All right. Easy enough, right? Maybe a little more. Yes, we want to skimp. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to add some other colors now, and in no particular order or way. Exactly. Sure, that looks good. How about some of this? Woo-hoo-hoo! Red snuck on there. That's great. Why not? Bring some to the party. Little lumps just in case. That's your thing. Some people like chunky. Some people like smooth. That, and let's see what we got in here. Oh yeah. Okay. This. Let's not forget the gold. Okay. Fabulous! Done! Give me 2 million! Nah. Okay. Next. Just gonna do a little cleanup on aisle 9 here. Don't look very clean, but you know. We do what we can. There we go. Let's pat it. Pat the nice little trees. Just gotta pat those trees. Okay, here we go. You ready? I'm ready. Do this in 2 swipes, looks like. Okay, let's go. See what happens. Who knows? I don't really know. We'll find out though. little bit of something. Filling in the holes. Yeah, that's working for me. Close up to see some of the interesting parts of it as they develop. Look at this. Look what's happening here. That's nice. Yeah, all kinds of interesting things going on here. Torch. There we go. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. So, yeah, that's me. This is a quick one, you know? This is a quickie. I already got somewhere interesting. Now I see different kinds of things developing here. Like, look at this. I love this wave formation here. I find that super interesting. And how this is developing in here. This is, like, for those of you who do acrylic pouring, this is there's no silicone in here. It's only pouring medium and paint, pretty much. Sometimes I have to add a little bit of water, but see, we're still getting some movement, so we don't really know where it's going to go. You never know, particularly with metallics. Metallics give some really interesting effects. Like silver, particularly, you have to be really, really careful with. There's no silver here. Gold, I find, is much more cooperative. It's my favorite metallic to use. Copper usually does pretty well too, but the silver you got to use so sparingly because it all goes right to the top. The whole trick of this thing, it's all about relative weights, you know? So, you know, whatever paint is on top of the other and the weight of the materials that, you know, make it do what it's going to do. And, you know, whatever rises to the top, you can't really predict. That's one thing I like about it. It's kind of like pottery in that way. I mean, if you do it a lot, if you've done hundreds and hundreds of them like I have, you can learn to predict a little bit better. I knew with this technique I would get a lot of cells, because when you do the technique where you swipe, you can use a placemat, you can use a piece of paper, anything, but just be aware once you swiped, you got stuff all over it, so you have to decide whether you want to set it back down again. But this is sort of like a helter-skelter way. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll put all the paint down and just go one direction, and they'll get all these really nice uniform bubbles going one way. But I want something a little bit wild, because what I usually do from here is I stare at it for a while after it's done and decide if there's some pictures inside of here I need to pull out by painting on top. So, you know, already I'm seeing a face, you know, from my angle. It's a little upside down for you, but, you know, I've got an eye right here I can see. And I'm wondering, this to me is like a wave, but pretty interesting colored wave. I've never seen a wave that color. I don't know if I'll go that way. A lot of times I'll see a bunch of different things, but, I don't know which one I'll use. I'm not really sure. You know, I have to wait till it develops. I have to think about what's going to be the most dynamic one, or what's the one I can make look the most amazing if I added some brushwork to it. And sometimes it's just that the original is so amazing, like, don't mess with it, you know. A lot of the trick with this technique is knowing when to stop. Because you can say, oh, it's not quite right, and then it turns to mud. You just gotta stop. If you don't like it, you can make another layer, just like I did. As you saw when I began, I had a whole other painting here, and I'm like, that's boring. I can take some pictures of it. I can use those in graphics or something, and I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna paint the canvas again. So sometimes my paintings are actually 7 layers of painting. So, you know, it's really, it's a good time. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad you came for the painting and the hangout time. See ya.